Hey guys, today I'm going to be ranking all of the SMGs in Call of Duty Mobile from worst to best. And I do want to say as a quick disclaimer that this video is going to be in my opinion and with my experience with each one of these weapons, but I'll be trying to be as unbiased as possible and take different playstyles into account. So hope you guys will enjoy this video and I hope it does help you out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in last place we have the CODM. So this is a 3-round burst SMG, and the thing is, to kill within that one burst, you have to land all 3 shots onto the chest. If you land all 3 shots on the chest, it's a 3-shot kill, and therefore you'll be killing in one burst. And if you can do that, it kills insanely quick. But that isn't going to happen too often, and also, it is only for close range. So if you don't land all 3 chest shots, so even if you miss one shot, it's going to have a horrible time to kill, and you're probably going to lose that gunfight. So it is definitely going to be the worst SMG that I can use in Call of Duty Mobile right now, and actually might be one of the worst guns that you can use in all of Call of Duty Mobile. Okay, so next up on this list will be the PW57. So this gun is a lot better than the CODM, but still is outshined by many of the other SMGs. So this is supposed to be one of the more versatile SMGs made for medium range combat, and it does have some attributes that kind of help with that. So it has pretty good bullet spot accuracy for an SMG, very low recoil, and it has a very large magazine size. But it does have kind of lackluster time to kill compared to the other SMGs, so you will be losing lots of gunfights with guns that just simply kill faster than it. So even though this is still a pretty good gun, there are tons of other better options in the SMG class. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my gunsmith for this gun. Next up on this list will be the GKS. So one of the reasons why this gun was so good in some previous seasons was because it had insanely high accuracy, which allowed you to land chest shots and headshots easier across lots of ranges. And those chest and headshots had insanely high body multipliers, which just made it so you can have insanely high time to kills if you're an accurate player. But they recently nerfed its accuracy by a whole lot, and now it's going to be a lot harder for you to land those chest and headshots, which made this gun so good. It still has its good recoil control and amazing body multipliers, but just because of how low the accuracy is now compared to what it used to be, it's just going to have a low time to kill across a lot of ranges. So even though this is still a good gun and quite usable, it just falls short from the other SMGs on this list. So coming in at the number 12 spot, we have the RUS 79U. This is actually one of my favorite SMGs in the game, but sadly it does kind of lack in time to kill to compete with some of the other submachine guns on this list. It's one of the more versatile guns, and I'd say it's basically a better PW57, but it's still quite a good gun. It's quite reliable, hasn't been changed much, and also I'm pretty sure has the highest accuracy out of all the full auto submachine guns, and maybe even out of all the full auto guns in the game. So yeah, quite a good gun, but due to its low time to kill compared to some other guns, it will be ranked at number 12. So coming in at number 11 on my list, I have the HG40. So this gun is one of the more versatile SMGs, but that does come at a cost of below average SMG mobility. It has average time to kills across the board, and it has very low recoil, pretty good bullet spot accuracy, and that just makes it a good gun for close to medium range and makes it one of the more versatile and easier SMGs to use. So this is a good gun, but it is quite average compared to some of the other SMGs. So we'll be outclassed by plenty of the other SMGs at different ranges, but still a good gun, but it just is outclassed by other SMGs that are higher above it on this list. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys my gunsmith now. At number 10 on my list, I have the AZR 556. So this gun is more of an AR SMG hybrid, so that does come at the cost of below average SMG mobility like the HC40, but it does have better range than a lot of the other SMGs. So this gun does have pretty good time to kill. It can be beaten out by some other SMGs at specific ranges, but overall its time to kill is pretty good, and it does have pretty hard to control recoil, which does make it a little bit hard to use at medium to longer ranges. Overall, this gun is quite good, but it is outclassed by many other SMGs, and some SMGs just do what the ATR does, but better. So coming in at number 9 on this list, I have the Cordite. So the Cordite is another one of those SMG AR hybrid guns, so it does come with below average SMG mobility, but it has a lot better range. And the Cordite has very, very good range. So its close range time to kill is quite lackluster, but that time to kill does extend quite far, and that allows you to easily win mid-range gunfights, and you can also win some long-range ones too. So yeah, it's a very good mid-range gun, and you can also win close-range gunfights just because this gun has insanely good hip-fire accuracy, and also has a very, very low recoil for those mid to long-range gunfights. Overall, it is an amazing gun, one of my favorites in the game, but like what happened to the AZR, it has been outclassed by some other SMGs, and other SMGs do what the Cordite does, but a bit better. So coming in at 8th place, we have the Pharaoh. So the Pharaoh is a 4-round burst submachine gun, which can kill in 3 shots up to 11 meters if all shots land out of the torso, the arms, or the head, quite possibly giving it the fastest time to kill in the game, excluding marksman rifles, shotguns, and sniper rifles. And this gun can also 4-shot or 1 burst up to 18 meters with an insanely fast time to kill as well. But after 18 meters, due to the burst mechanics of this gun, you're gonna have to have 2 bursts to kill an enemy, and there's a delay between the bursts. So this gun's gonna be quite terrible after 18 meters, and you don't really want to take too many gunfights at that range. So this gun is an insanely close range gun, but at that close range, this gun just dominates if you're accurate. And it has one of the fastest mobilities out of all the SMGs, which can help you get up close to your enemy and get those insanely fast time to kills. Also, this gun has quite disastrous recoil, and it's very unpredictable, and it does not stay the same. The recoil is always changing, so you won't be able to control the recoil of this gun that easily. But for close range, this gun is an absolute beast, and that's why it is number 8 on this list. Coming in at 7th place, we have the MSMC. So the MSMC is one of the best guns out there for close range, even for SMG standards. So this gun has insanely high mobility, as well as an insanely fast time to kill because of its high fire rate and its 4-shot kills, so you'll be able to dominate at that close range. But that does come with its drawbacks, as this gun has quite high recoil, so it is a bit hard to use at medium to long range, as well as it not having the best damage range just because it is made for close range combat, so you won't be able to be winning a lot of long range gunfights. But overall, this is an amazing gun. If you want to be a close range player or an aggressive player, this might be one of the best guns out there for you. At number 6 is my personal favorite gun, the MX9. So the MX9 is another one of those guns that is catered to aggressive and close range play. So this gun has insanely high mobility and insanely fast time to kill. So this gun with large caliber, if you land all its shots, it's actually kind of difficult. But if you are able to, it is the fastest killing full auto gun in the game as far as I know. And even without landing all chest shots, even just using the normal ammo or large caliber and not hitting all test shots, this gun is still killing insanely fast at 210 milliseconds, which is just insanely good for close range, and you're going to win a lot of close range gunfights. This gun also has very little recoil, so that will help you at long range, which is one of this gun's main weaknesses. So this gun has terrible damage range. It drops off insanely quick. It is amazing at close range, but very quickly the damage drops off, and you won't be able to win too many long range gunfights or anything just a little bit after medium range, which is a bit of an issue with this gun. The low recoil does help, but you still probably won't be able to win too many long range gunfights with this gun. But if you are an aggressive player, this is going to be one of the best guns out there for you, with its high mobility, high time to kill, and overall this is just an amazing gun, and I highly recommend it. Coming in at 5th place, we have the Razorback. So the Razorback is another one of those more versatile SMGs made more for medium range combat. So this gun, I'm pretty sure, does have a little bit below average SMG mobility. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a little bit below average on that, but it does have quite good range, very, very low and easy to control recoil, and good bullet split accuracy. So yeah, it's an overall very good gun to use for medium range. You can definitely still win close range gunfights, especially if you equip rapid fire. That perk, in my opinion, is necessary for this gun pretty much, because it does increase your time to kill by quite a bit. So yeah, overall it is an amazing gun to use, and as much as I wish I could put the MX-9 over it, I overall think that the Razorback is the better gun. At 4th place, we have the QXR. So back in Season 4, this gun used to be the king of SMGs, but in Season 5, they nerfed this gun quite significantly. But even though they nerfed it, this gun is still quite good at close range, very good at close range. It has great mobility, a pretty good time to kill, and an insanely fast fire rate, making it one of the fastest shooting guns in Call of Duty Mobile. And it did receive a buff to, if you're not using enhanced bolt, you're going to have an even larger test multiplier increase than before. So if you're an accurate player and you can hit those test shots without enhanced bolt, you're going to be destroying your enemies. So overall, it's an amazing gun. It doesn't have too much recoil, so even though its time to kill at long range is pretty bad, if you can land your shots with that low recoil, there is still a chance that I can win a long-range gunfight with this gun, even though it's quite unlikely. And I also want to say that this gun is also interchangeable with 3rd place on this list. If you're not using enhanced bolt and you're super skilled, this will probably beat out 3rd place. But overall, I'd say 3rd place just edges the QXR out just by a little bit. Coming in at number 3, we have the QQ9. So the QQ9 has some of the best mobility stats in Call of Duty Mobile, and that gets even better once you add in its mobility boosting attachments, which give it insane boosts to mobility. This gun also has a very fast time to kill up close, a pretty good time to kill at medium range, but you won't be able to take too many long range gunfights due to its pretty low bullet split accuracy, just like the QXR. QXR actually has a little better bullet split accuracy than this gun. But yeah, they both have quite low bullet split accuracy. So you won't be able to take too many long range gunfights, but you will be able to win you'll be able to win a lot of mid-range gunfights and almost all of the close-range gunfights with this gun if you're accurate enough. This gun is quite close to 4th place, though I would say it's a bit better in 4th place, and then it's going to be very slightly worse, at least in my opinion, than 2nd and 1st place, but 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place are all very close, and you can kind of switch them around depending on your play style. I do have 3 builds for this gun. I got a mobility build, which I'm using in this gameplay right here. I have a more balanced build between mobility and lanes, and I have a lanes build. I'll go ahead and give you guys all of them right now. At 2nd place, we have the Fennec. So the Fennec is the fastest firing gun in Call of Duty Mobile, which makes it very helpful when you miss shots, because whenever you miss shots, it won't be as punishing as, say, if you're having a slower firing gun like the HC40 and you miss shots with that. So this gun received a plethora of buffs in, I think, Season 5. They increased its magazine size, they increased its range, which is the main one for me, and then they also had lots of other buffs that just helped out this gun a whole lot and becoming a super duper good close range gun. This gun does have a bit of a downside of bad recoil. You can get used to the recoil because it's mostly vertical recoil. It kicks up high, but if you get used to it, it is quite easy to control. And then also, you do have a pretty slow, very, very slow sprint to fire time, so you're gonna have to try and make up for that. But other than that, this gun kills insanely fast close range. You kill pretty quick medium range, and like most other SMGs, you're probably gonna have a hard time firing in long range. But for SMGs, this is just an amazing gun, and overall, I'd even say it's one of the best guns in the game. So yeah, that's gonna be second place, and I'll go ahead and give you guys my builds for the Fennec. And now at first place, we have the PP-19 Bison. This is another one of those more versatile SMGs, but this one actually has above average mobility stats. So this gun is insanely good at close and medium range. And for close range, even though it has a little bit lower time to kill, a slower time to kill than the close range SMGs, it makes up for it in mobility, as this gun has insanely fast mobility. This gun also has pretty good damage range. Even though it's an SMG, it's still quite good, even though they nerfed it as well. They nerfed this gun's range, its base range, and also its attachments range. So the attachments, you can't really range boost as easily with this gun anymore and make up for large caliber's downsides, but it's still plenty good range. And it allows you to take those medium range gunfights with its low recoil, pretty good bullet spread accuracy, as well as its humongous magazine size being 64 rounds. If you throw on an extended mag, it's 84. So yeah, all of those things make it into an insanely good and versatile gun. If you are going for an aggressive gun, I would recommend the QQ9 or the Fennec over this gun, which is third and second place respectively. But overall, I'd say the Bison's better than the both of them. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give you guys my gunsmith now.